Testing. Good morning, Salam, kia ora. Welcome to the event for today. I'm just going to do some quick health and safety messages before I actually call on our first speaker for today. So exits, main exits for this room, the room at the back, the door at the back, the door to the side, the entry where you came in this morning into the foyer. That's probably the three closest emergency exits. If we need to, on the other side of the foyer is the lunchroom, and there are obviously exits out there. The assembly point, in case of an emergency, and we do have a warden on site, the assembly point is just down there. So if you sort of look out here, there's a lower car park. It's in the lower car park, and there's actually a sign there that says an assembly point. The building is non-smoking, but if you would like to smoke, you're actually welcome to smoke just outside the building. Toilets on the right, if you were facing the reception desk, toilets are down the right, down a corridor. There are 3 on the left, and if you keep going down the corridor and turn left, there are a number of others. The Wi-Fi, it's free Wi-Fi, no password, so just log on to Hobbiton, the Hobbiton free Wi-Fi, and I think that's it. I'm the event sort of manager for today, but Nadia also is out there from Orbit World Travel if you have any questions as well. So thank you very much for that. I'd now like to call Professor Albert Bifet from the University of Waikato to deliver the opening comments. Thank you, Albert.
Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Monsek te maua, ko Segre te awa, ko Alberto Quinoa, no pañora hau, Noreira, tēnā koutou katoa. So welcome to this first New Zealand workshop on artificial intelligence research. So yeah, I would like to thank all of you for coming here and waiting for these 2 months so to be able to be here. We have prepared a very exciting program, so we hope that we are going to have a lot of fun and that we are going to enjoy all the event. So I'd like to start also thanking the sponsors, and especially the platinum sponsor, University of Waikato, the silver sponsors, Tonkin Wakes, University of Auckland, Hill Farrans, and Rocket Spark for helping on the website. And also like a warm welcome from all organizers, me, Iva Frank, Yusinko, Bernard Faringa, Barbara Vetrova, and Jörg Wicker, that we work on the Tallao project. So yeah, a warm welcome. And welcome to Middle Earth. So you may think that we are in Matamata, but not. We are not in Matamata, we are not in the Waikato, we are now in Middle Earth in the Shire. So that's a map, so if you want to see where we are. So we are in the northwest, so this is where is the Shire. So you have seen the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. Then you will see that there are the Misty Mountains on the east. In the south, we have Rohan, Gondor, and then finally we have Mordor. You remember Lord of the Rings? The idea is that Frodo and Sam, they went from the Shire to Mordor to end with the ring. So yeah, there are a lot of data points here, so we like to have a data model. No? So for this, we are lucky and we can have this model geography model where we can see that in the north there's simplicity, in the south that's more sophistication, we have in the west is good, in the east is evil. So now we can understand that the Shire is in the northwest, so it's simple and good. So we have in the south, we have southwest is Gondor, that's good but it's complicated. And then finally we have Mordor, that this is evil, okay, this is evil and sophisticated. So yeah, now with this, yeah, it's much easier to understand the map. So now we can see where is the Shire, so it's in the northwest, that's simple, good. Then we see what's happening in the south, so we have the Rohan and Gondor, this is the west side, and then finally we have the Mordor, that this is really the evil part. No? This is where they had to go there to eliminate the ring. Well, if you look at the Shire, so we are 30 kilometers from there. Good. So why this event? So I think that there are two main reasons. So one is because it's nice to have this annual event where we can meet, we can do networking, we can talk, we can discuss, see what we are doing, talk about collaborations, talk about all the different options that we have. And the second one is that it could be great to create an association of EA researchers in New Zealand. So why that? Well, I think because researchers in New Zealand AI, we are not quite visible. And the main reason for that is that we are shy. So we are people that let's say we are capable of doing amazing feats and we under proper circumstances and we have a lot of courage, but we are shy. Why? Because we are experts. So we know about the topic, and then if we look at this, the Dunning-Kruger effect, so this is this effect that explains this thing. No? So the people that are not expert at the beginning, they really feel that they know everything. Once you start looking, when you start learning, then you realize that, okay, yeah, there's more than I thought. I'm never going to understand this. And finally, that you start, it's starting to make sense. And at the end, but still, trust me, it's complicated. So that's the thing that why we are shy, because we cannot be confident, because we know what we don't know. And also we know that there are things that we don't know. So it's really, it's complicated. Let's say this, it's complicated. So yeah, so that's the main reason that why we are shy. And we don't have too much visibility. So for example, if we look at, this is, I'm going to show you two things. One is this first report of AI Forum. So they were trying to see how many people had skills in AI or machine learning. And yeah, they say that there is no concrete data about practitioners. And then at the end, they were mentioning this report, this global talent report. And then they realized that there were like 5 people that presented at conferences on AI and machine learning. And of course, we are more than that, no? At least we are 6. Okay, so another report of AI Forum. This is a map of the universities in New Zealand, and you can see that University of Waikato is not there. And why University of Waikato is not there? Well, maybe it's, I think because it's, yeah, we are shy. But I think it's an interesting mistake, because if you look at that, if you look at Microsoft Academic, you will see that the University of Waikato is the only university in New Zealand that the main strength is AI. So the main strength of a university in New Zealand is AI. So it means that, yeah, let's say that there is an expertise of AI there, no? But it's not only in Waikato, so that's also in New Zealand. If you know, New Zealand researchers are well known in the world for R and Weka. If you know, for many years, all the universities around the world, they were teaching or R or Weka, and that comes from New Zealand researchers. So New Zealand research is well known in all the world. So this is something that we need to be proud of that, no? And just to finish that, so just to mention this comparison using Google Trends, that's in the US, if we compare the popularity of Waikato, Hobbiton, and Weka, we see that still Weka has been much more popular during the last 5 years than Hobbiton. So it means that now that we are in Hobbiton, it's a nice place to say this. So yeah, it's really popular, and this is something that is not well known in New Zealand. So yeah, we have a very exciting program for today. So we have 35 speakers, 50 posters. So I think that we have a very, very exciting research program where we are going to see a lot of interesting things going on. We are going to have 2 sessions in the morning. We're going to have morning tea, and then at 11:30 we're going to have for 1 hour this presentation of the New Zealand AI Researchers Association. Then we're going to have lunch at 12:30, and then we are going to have the first poster session. After that, we're going to have another session. We're going to have the afternoon tea session, and finally, yeah, we're going to have another discussion at 4 about the Researchers Association, and we are going to close at 5, so then we have time to go to do the proper Hobbiton tour and then having dinner at Hobbiton. Good, so welcome to Hobbiton. So, as you may know, hobbits are usually shy, but are nevertheless capable of great courage and amazing feats under proper circumstances. So this is one nice thing of hobbits. And this was written by Tolkien. And if you want to know what's the opinion of Tolkien about hobbits, so himself, he considered himself as a big hobbit. He really liked trees, gardens. He smoked a pipe. It's very interesting that he detested French cooking. And if you look at that, you will see that in the Lord of the Rings, the best food in Hobbiton was fish and chips. So this is quite interesting. And then, yeah, he liked a simple life. He really go to bed late, get up late, and not travel too much. So it seems that, yeah, if of all the races in Middle Earth, Tolkien considered himself a hobbit of big size. And just to finish, yeah, I'd like to mention that, Hobbit enjoys, I found this interesting, they enjoy 7 meals a day. So they start with the breakfast, second breakfast, 11 says, luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, and later in the evening, supper. So we are not going to be able to provide the 7 meals, but we are going to be able to provide as maximum as we can. So, yeah, thank you very much, and I hope that you will enjoy this event and have fun and enjoy Hobbiton. Thank you.